weeks ago, the only other team that's been in that situation in the fourth quarter to trail in every game in the fourth quarter this year is the Cleveland Browns, and they're 0-11. So is it sustainable for the Lions? I don't know. Probably not. Law of averages is against it. Am I going to ride it out and enjoy it? Yeah. They're playing assignment football. They're doing a pretty good job right now of not beating themselves. Now, they're not blowing anybody away. They're not being all extra dominant in any phase of the ball. But if a play's there to be made, they're making it. Darius Slay's making it. Roberts is making it in the special teams. Sam Martin's doing his thing punting. Prater with his late game kicking. Stafford's arm. Tate's run after the catch. Marvin Jones, you need to come back around. Every time I've been calling people out on this show, all of a sudden great things happen, so I'm now calling you out. I've called out Julio Jones. He started playing better. And hey, I know none of these guys are listening to my show. Maybe they are. Maybe somebody out there is getting them, audio from my show. Could be. I'm not banking on that. I don't think that I'm changing things. It's just been an interesting series of events where I've called something out on the show and then it's changed or gotten better. So again, my Lions, first place in the NFC North, 7-4. We got to sweep over Minnesota. We got New Orleans next week, down in New Orleans. So let's get it rolling. Let's keep it going. Let's do our thing. The Dallas Cowboys, still one loss on the season. They are now sitting at 10-1. They're rolling. If you can't stop their run game. Oh, Dak Prescott. Just called him out last week, 2 weeks ago. Said I didn't think he was at the point yet where he could carry the Cowboys and make the plays needed to win. It's instantly what happens the last couple games. Dak Prescott's the one who's been making the plays to help them win. But you have to limit Ezekiel Elliott. You can't let him get off in the running game and get 100 yards rushing. And you can't give him big plays in the passing game where he gets a 15, 20, 30-yard reception. That fuels that team. Their defense is flying around and making good plays. Sean Lee is healthy. For years, he's been a really good linebacker, but he hasn't been able to get on the field. They beat Washington 31-26 to stay in first place, really, in the NFL. Pittsburgh and Indianapolis really fought in this game. You had to respect the fight they had as they lost starters during the game. Andrew Luck didn't start this game. And really, it should have just been a blowout. But they held it to a 28-7 loss, and I'm sorry, they fought. I'm going to put it out there for them. I really think that team fought to stay in that game. I think they fought all the way through the fourth quarter. Tolson did his thing at quarterback on short notice, so congratulations. I mean, really, congratulations to the Colts. You're having a tough season, but that was pretty impressive what you were able to pull off, even though you lost by 3 scores. All right, today's action. Morning games, you got Arizona at Atlanta. Might be the game of the morning. Cincinnati at Baltimore. Buffalo at Jacksonville. Tennessee and Chicago, where they're saying now maybe Jay Cutler will be in Chicago next year. I highly doubt that, but, whatever. Cleveland and the Giants, which were trolling each other online this week, which was interesting. Didn't really understand why. San Diego and Houston could be a good one, as San Diego's a pretty good team. Houston's sitting in first place in their conference. You got Miami and San Francisco, as Miami is surging, and we all know what's going on in San Francisco. The Rams and New Orleans. And then this afternoon, you got Seattle and Tampa Bay. That one could be closer than I think what people are giving it credit for. You got New England and the Jets, and it's being reported that pretty much everybody that was out for the Patriots is going to play today. Brady's going to be in, Bennett's going to be in, Gronk's going to be in, Hogan's going to play. Effectiveness, who knows, but it's a big game. I kind of had the feeling all week that that's how the Patriots were going to play it and that all these guys would play against the Jets. Unfortunately, I've already set my lineup and don't think I'm going to change it before the games start this afternoon or here in a little bit, actually. Excuse me. You got Oakland and Carolina playing this afternoon. That's probably the best game this afternoon. as you know, we all know what Oakland's doing with just the 2 losses there. Would be a big win for Carolina. Carolina's coming in to give everything they have in this game. It's a big game for them as they're, not mathematically out of it, but they've had a really tough season. This would be a huge win for a Carolina team. And I don't think they're intimidated. I think they match up well, honestly, except Oakland's receivers. Oakland's receivers are better than Carolina's secondary. That's kind of what Oakland does best. So I expect Oakland to win, but I would not be surprised at all if Carolina figures out how to take this one. And then the game of the week, obviously, Kansas City and Denver tonight, flex to the Sunday night game. These 2 teams are tied for second in the division right now behind Oakland, just 1 game back. It'd be a big win for either one of these teams. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Denver's defense. I think Kansas City's offense has had too many injuries recently. I think it's going to be tough for them to really be able to score points tonight. They're a team that doesn't beat themselves. They definitely play assignment football across the board. We'll just have to see how that one plays out. But I'm going with the Broncos to win. And then Monday night, you got Green Bay, Philadelphia. All the turmoil going on right there in Green Bay. Philadelphia is having a very up and down season. Really evenly matched teams, honestly. Green Bay is going to start getting healthier, I'm sure, down the stretch. Philadelphia will keep trying to do what they're doing. And it's going to be a good day of NFL football. We'll recap it. We'll go over whatever big stories there might be. Yeah, everybody's expected to play in that New England game. We're still hearing chatter from the Des Bryant, Josh Norman feud. I mean, these guys they need to just let it go. It's kind of funny how these things just roll around forever. And one thing with the Raiders, big thing with the Raiders that we'll talk about on the other side of the break, actually.
Hey guys, the NFL is back. It's time to win some cash playing fantasy football. TheDirtCannon.com is a local company that has your back. They have produced over 60% winners on FanDuel, DraftKings, and now even Yahoo. TheDirtCannon.com will help you build, play, and win. Build a better team with TheDirtCannon.com. Use promo code RDST and get $5 off forever. And try the Silver membership this week for free. Visit TheDirtCannon.com.
Definitely check them out. It's the second half of the season. You still got time to go win some money, play some fantasy leagues, daily leagues, things of that nature. So check them out, see what they got, read their articles, check out their lineup analyzer, and see how it works. Again, local Colorado company. So they're doing big things, and let's help them out on that end. All right, big news for the Raiders, big news in general for this young man. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know that I have a lot of high hopes for him. But Aldon Smith, his ban, 1-year ban from the NFL is up. And it's time for the commissioner and the NFL to decide what they're going to do with that. They have, I believe, another week or so to decide what they're going to do and how they're going to handle it. Supreme athlete. He looked unstoppable when he was on the field. But personal demons, the ability to handle the money, the fame, I don't know if he can handle it. I don't know that just being away from the game makes you able to handle stuff better. Because you're not in that limelight. You're not having that fame. You're not having the people take you out to clubs and wanting to go party and do all that stuff. You're stuck in a different lifestyle. So to come back and say, oh, I can handle it now, it's very much a proven-y situation. So we'll see, but Aldon Smith, his 1-year ban from the NFL is up, and the NFL has to make a decision. It's being reported by CBS Sports, is where I've seen this, that the NFL is to present formal proposals for a developmental league starting as soon as next season. Could they get it off that fast? Sure. I could see them pulling it off. It would have to be a small market. a small number of teams, maybe 6 to 8 teams. But yeah, I could see it. I think it's needed. You might be able to send some of these talented kids who come out maybe a season or two too early. They need to put on a little bit of weight. They need to develop into an NFL player somewhere where they can do that, where they didn't get the playing time in college or the NFL experience that they needed. Conor McGregor, wow, he's been stripped of one of his titles already because he can't defend both of them, and it went to his rival, Aldo. So, Aldo, you got the title. McGregor, go do your strut somewhere else. Again, Pittsburgh and Syracuse, 76-61. That was something else to see that score. Are there any other big headlines out there that came out this weekend? I don't think there are. It was a great weekend of sports. I'm sure there's something I'm missing. I'm sure I'll hear about it from one of you guys out there. But that's how we do. Enjoy the football today, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us on Facebook, Real Deal Sports Talk with KP. Check us out on Twitter, Real Deal KVP. We have a GoFundMe page out there if you want to check that out. We're trying to raise some money to get some better equipment. This is a dream of mine to be on sports radio, to do sports radio, and I'm building it from the ground up, and any help that I can get is much appreciated. So check that out. That's the show. That's Real Talk. Until next time, everybody, you know how we do. Just be real.